And let's say that I'm not taking responsibility for my life in any sense, and I'm not bearing any moral load. And it turns out that not only are you successful, but you're competent and good. Well, then you're a real enemy, because you're a judge under those circumstances, right? Because it's your goodness, in some sense, your competence and your goodness, that's really showing me in a negative light. And instead of wanting to contend with that and to see myself reflected badly in your mirror, then I'm going to make the accusation that everything you've done is merely a consequence of power. And even more deeply, I'm going to criticize the idea of merit and competence itself, because that gets me out of my self-loathing. Say, well, there's none of that's real. None of that merit, none of that competence is real. And none of the failure that I'm experiencing is a consequence of my own inaction. It's all someone, and then it's all someone else's fault. And then I get to be justified in going after them as well.
And God specifically says to Cain, Tim Shell, right? You have the capacity to overcome, right? And Cain ignores it, and then he goes and kills Abel.
And because Cain complains to God,
right?
Says what? He basically says something along the lines
of, "Life's not fair. What happened?"
That's right. How dare you set up a universe like this, where I'm breaking myself in half, attempting to, to thrive, and everything's going against me, and I have my brother who everything that he touches turns to gold. And that's right. God says to him directly, "Look to yourself. It's your inadequacy that's driving this." And it's the last thing that Cain wants to hear. And all the meaning in your life is going to come as a consequence of accepting responsibility. It's not merely a matter of duty. It's that you need this sustaining meaning, because otherwise you suffer stupidly, and you get bitter, and you get resentful, and you get cruel, and you get homicidal, and you get genocidal. That's the whole pathway. And so that's a catastrophe. That's hell.